So the next task I want to complete is get the bulkhead alignment sorted out. It's not fastened in on any of the bolts anywhere, they're just loosely in, and I know that it's out of line through the fact that I'm having a lot of trouble with this door closing, and I've had a go already to try and sort that out by changing pins on the door hinges, but that still hasn't worked. So I've been watching some videos and I found out that the distance between here and here on the bulkhead should be 37¼ inches. So I've cut a measuring stick so that I've got something exact that I can just slide in between here and get right. And if I put it in here, I can see that it's pretty much a good fit for there. Seat box isn't fastened in, but I can see that that's a nice tight fit when that's in there. When I go to the top here, you can see there's quite a bit of room there. So this part of the bulkhead needs to come this way to bring it up to the stick, so that I know that the distance is right. That's obviously going to bring the door this way. It's also going to mean that this latch here fits into here. If I can try and show you what's happening with the door, let me squeeze in here. So you can see the gap there. I hope you can see that. When I close the door, there's not enough of this going into here. So as this is brought forward, it's going to bring this more that way, so it goes in here better and holds the door. On the other side, this one does latch, but only just. So if I put my stick in this side, you can see it doesn't go in. So what I need to do there is move this back, take the bolt out from here and put a spacer in here to move that back. Then I can tighten it up when that stick can go in. And on the top, let's get that in there. Again, there's quite a gap there, so that needs to come this way too. But before you can do that, if you're looking at lining your bulkhead up, you really need to make sure that your tub's in the right position. So the tub doesn't have any forwards and backwards movement, so you can't bring the tub this way if you need to, or that way if you need to. The reason being is when you come around the back, your tub literally bolts onto here. What you can do is make some minor adjustments up and down, and what you need is the tub, this profile, to be level with this profile of your bulkhead. Now again, there's no up and down of the bulkhead, so when the bulkhead is put in, the bulkhead sits in its spot and there's no up and down movement. So the way to do that, and I'm not doing it today because I have already done this and checked it, is to run a string line. So tie some string to the back here and run it all the way past your door and to here. And what you want is the string line will be nice and straight, and you want this lining up with this. And once you know that that's right, you know that you've got your tub at the right height. And the way you can adjust that, you can widen your tub bolt holes under here and lift it and pack it if you need to. So I do know that this is in the right position, so my next job is to hold this bulkhead up somehow, take these big bulkhead to chassis bolts out, and once that's done I can start attaching the top parts in here, the struts that hold this in place, and get that right and tighten them up. So one of the first things I want to do is replace these bolts with some stainless bolts. They hold the bulkhead to the chassis here. A quick look at the parts catalogue shows that these bolts are the wrong way around. the head should be at this side, although I would have thought this was right. I would have thought this is the strongest side, because all of the weight of the bulkhead, the bonnet, everything sits on here. But we'll do it the way that the book shows it and turn them round. So the first thing I'm going to need to do is put a jack under here just to take the weight of everything, so I can knock this out and put the new one in. There we go, that's out. I feel like getting the next one in is going to be pretty difficult though, because it's moved its position, but let's have a go and see what happens. Plenty on there. Right, get some on the washer. Right. The jack got it a little bit because it's definitely dropped. Up a bit maybe. Height wise it looks alright. There we go. Right, I'm not going to tighten that up too much because I want to make sure everything else is right before I actually nip them up properly. So that's that in, and the door gap at the bottom, 31 3/4, I think it is. That's not too far off. You can see that there's a tiniest little few millimeters there. Not bad. I don't think Land Rover did them that good. Their tolerances were pretty poor. And besides, if I wanted to bring that in any closer, I would have to shave a little bit off in here somehow, and I don't really fancy doing that. And plus this isn't tight, so when I tighten this in, it'll bring it in a little bit closer anyway, so should fill the gap of them few millimeters. So next thing to do is do the other side, and then once that's done, I will come under here and look at the internal engine bay brackets. I've loosened these three off and moved it along as far as it'll go this way, and I need two nuts and bolts in here. This whole bulkhead needs to tip that way a little bit. As you can see, it's tight up against there. There's already a gap in the top one. So what I'll need to do is, when I push that forward and get my gaps right in the door with, you know, the 31 3/4 length piece of wood, when it's right at the top, there's going to be a bit of a gap here, so I'll probably have to put some washers in here to pack this out. Then I can get that tightened up, and that's going to hold the bulkhead more in position. You've also got this one as well, which is more of a fine-tune adjustment one. I'll probably actually do this one first, because as you can see, this has got a nut and bolt, or two nuts, sorry, to help push that out, so I'll probably do that one first. So driver's side, and this bolt's come out really easy. What I need to do here, as you can see, I've got my measuring stick in and it doesn't go in. That means that the bulkhead's too far this way, so I need to push it out over a little bit so that I can get my measuring stick in there. And then once I've done that, I need to put a spacer in between here. So I've got a nice thick washer, which I'll put in there, and that should just move that out enough so that I can get my measuring stick in. Okay, so that's this side done as well. This side was a lot more faff on because I had to try and squeeze a washer in here to try and move the bulkhead this way slightly. There we go, it's catching the latch. Of course, I haven't put any of the brackets on here, so there's another bracket will go into here to push that forward, and that's what really lines it up, so that I can get the gap at the top here in the right place as well. At the minute it's still a little bit out, so the bulkhead needs to come this way a few more millimeters. So I've painted the bulkhead brackets and whatever you would call this one, fine-tune adjuster maybe, using POR 15 or POR 15, whatever you want to call it, and that's given them a nice good protective coat. So I'm gonna get them on now. I just need to wait for this rain to stop. Unfortunately we're working outside and this is what I have to deal with on a daily basis, trying to restore this car. Need to get this bracket back on here, and I've got some nice shiny new stainless steel bolts to do that. There we go, finally got that on. That was a lot of fiddling to get them through. You can see the bolt lengths have to go all the way through. I've not tightened these on yet because obviously I need to put these smaller ones through here. I'll put them with the bolt on the inside because that's what you'll see. I don't want the untidy thread going that way, so I'll put them that way. But there's no point in doing that yet because I feel like I might have to put some washers in to pack this, because this still needs to go forward a few millimeters. So I'm going to go around and do the other side first. Alright, that's that side done too. This one went in a lot quicker. It's actually easier to just put all three in from this side, so it lines this up fairly straight. It's not dropping in any way. Then either use your phone or a mirror on the back so you can line the holes up and push them through. It literally took seconds to do this one. So they're all in, and again not tightened. Next job is to pack these out, push the bulkhead forward at the top, and see if we can get it lined up. So I think what I'll do to start with is put this piece in here, the bar that goes from the top here down to here. Right, so I think the plan now is, I know that this needs to go that way. So what I'm going to do is push this as far across that way as I can and get it tightened up, so it should come at least up to and fill this gap. So that's the plan now, just push this that way, get these tightened up. Right, so I've got this tie bar back in position. I've got the nut and bolt through here and the bolts on the end there, and I think what I need to do here is push this forward. You can see the movement there, and bring this nut here, tighten that up. We're just going to push that forward. Now if we go around and look at the gap, again using my stick makes it really easy. You can see, I think you can see, I'll go that side, that it's very close. There's a little bit of movement. In fact, yeah, it's a couple of millimeters. So we'll just push this forward, adjust this nut up and go back and check it in a second. Still needs a little bit more. Try that. Right, I'm a little bit tight there now, so I need to back it off a tiny little bit. So that's perfect. Gap's just right. The door's still not going to line up because the hinges have dropped, but I can see, yeah, it comes right past there. Once that's lifted, we can adjust that. I'm not too worried about the hinges in the door. I know that this gap is right with this now, on this side anyway. So I'm quite happy to tighten this up, pack this gap, you can see the gap there, with some washers, and put me nuts and bolts through there, tighten all that up, and that's this side done. Alright, so that's that side done as well. This side doesn't have the tie bar like this, the position's there, but that's obviously for when it's a left-hand drive vehicle. You can't have a tie bar here because you've got all of your clutch and brake and steering coming through here. So it looks quite good. Again, had to push this forward and just slide a washer in there and make sure that this was as far that way, kept pressure on the bulkhead that way, and it now lines up perfectly. So I've got my exact door gaps in both sides now, and everything's all fastened in. One thing to note, when I bought the stainless steel nut and bolt kit for this, there was 2 shorter ones, and I just couldn't think what they would be for until I got to this point, and I'd realised I'd put longer bolts through here, and the steering unit has to come through here, so I had to take them back off that side, come back round this side and fit the shorter bolts there, and now that leaves enough room for the steering unit to go into there. So now, like I say, I've got the correct gaps between the bottom here and the top here, using my measuring stick, which was 31 3/4 inches, and that fits in perfectly. And again, the same on the other side. You can see that that door's still dropping, but that's just the hinges that need done. What I have achieved as well, for the first time ever, is being able to get this door to actually close on the latch, so that's definitely progress. So the next job is going to be to get the doors off, get them all sanded down, get them painted. Same with the hinges, got new stainless hardware for this, so we'll get them in, get the doors lined up, and then that's pretty much the bodywork done, I think. At which point I'm going to move on to finishing the engine. I have been painting it, that video is coming soon as well. I'm going to get all the ancillaries back on there, so we're slowly making progress. So there we go, that's some good progress made. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like and leave a comment if you enjoyed the video, and look out for the next videos that are coming, which will be, like I said, doing the doors and doing the bonnets. And you can also look up here and watch some of the other older videos that I've got on here. Okay, thanks, see you next time.